Under my first video about Alya, I raised a question, why they couldn't hire a Russian-speaking seiyuu to voice Alya when she swears in Russian. No, joke. Alya doesn't say anything like that there.
Maybe not.
Besides, I guess even a person far from the Russian would recognize our bad words. And how surprised I was to find out that all other countries revoiced Alya with Russian-speaking seiyuu.
Милашка. Ой, покраснел.
But even hearing Alya speak normal Russian without an accent, I realized that the problem is a bit deeper, and not only in the accent of Uesaka Sumire, who voiced her. So today, I decided to analyze all the moments where Alya speaks her beautiful Russian. Of course, I understand that it might be difficult for you, as English-speaking viewers, to fully grasp the pain felt by a Russian person's ears. But I will try to convey the meaning of all Alya's phrases and how Russians actually express themselves in real life. Well, the very first time we hear Alya speak Russian, she calls the main character
Милашка.
That means cutie in English. Maybe I'm a bit out of touch with modern schoolgirls, but calling a classmate cutie out of the blue is... The logic of the anime creators worked directly from the perspective of the Japanese language. After all, they call everything whether it moves or not. But in neither Russian nor English languages is this particularly common, and it sounds a bit strange. From the perspective of the Russian language in real life, Alya would call our hero
Дурачок.
I guess in English, the words silly or goofball would be the closest. Alright, the next scene, here the bad Russian words would come in handy. No, just kidding. Literally in English, it would sound like this. Fool, I can't believe it. Damn you. To be honest, in Russia, in such a situation, Alya would indeed call our hero all possible bad names. But we will try to find a more cultured analog. I think Alya could say something like,
Придурок, ты что, совсем идиот? Да пошел ты.
Sorry, but without such words, my Russian brain couldn't come up with an analog. And in English, it would mean something like, you idiot. Are you really stupid? Go yourself. So, the next scene, which I heard even in the trailer, and even then it seemed strange. Well, it's hard to comment here. I can say one thing, neither in English nor in Russian, no one will ever sit and say, pay attention to me. Moreover, I can't even come up with an analog of what Alya could say here. Most likely, in real life, she would just speak her thoughts aloud in Russian, like, these two are already tired of chatting, just like a couple, I'm here too. The next scene in the locker room.
New face filters on Instagram today. This is my favorite one so far.
Literally, Alya says a rather famous expression in Russian. In English, there is an analog of this expression. I could crawl under a rock. Well, you can find a Russian person who could say this in such a situation, but a modern schoolgirl would say something like, oh my god, how embarrassing. The next moment is a bit strange.
What the fuck is this?
The girl just called our hero, and for some reason, he said that he knows that he is In my opinion, even in Japanese, no one would answer like that if called by name. Correctly, he should have just said hello or asked how she was doing. Moving on to the most wacky part, Alya's school flashbacks. By the way, this series quite accurately conveys the appearance of a Russian city and school. I would like to note that in many moments, Alya expresses herself too emotionally. But people in Russia are very gloomy and do not particularly express their emotions in public. And this is true. I have been living abroad for over 3 years and can identify a Russian person with 100% accuracy in any country in the world. But we should give a discount for the fact that this is Japanese anime, and the Japanese always liked to exaggerate emotions on the anime. Well, specifically, in this series, the Japanese practically did not make any mistakes with Alya, but not with her classmates. In this scene, the meaning of the sentence for a Russian viewer was completely lost because the stupid guy said sentence with the wrong intonation and word.
Слушай, давай по-серьезней.
Literally, from Russian to English, he says, listen, let's be more serious. And here, the meaning is completely lost in the dialogue because Alya is scolding her classmates for not taking the assignment seriously. And suddenly the guy tells that she needs to be more serious. He should have asked her, why are you taking or making this so seriously? And then this dialogue would make sense. And the last moment for today, when Alya confesses her love to our hero in Russian.
Я тебя люблю.
Overall, this is a normal moment. But no Russian, even one who has lived in Japan for many years like Alya, would ever say that they love someone in such a situation, even if they knew they wouldn't be understood. Because for a Russian person to just spill out feelings is something out of fantasy. So maybe I am just judging by myself.
Because I gave up on the idea that a beautiful girl could fall in love with me in real life.
But by the way, what happened next is already in the spirit of a Russian person. I hope I was able to convey my thoughts on this matter at least a little. To be honest, I got this idea from another blogger from Russia. I hope he won't be offended.
Thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope you enjoyed it. And write comment what do you think about this anime. I am really interested to know. Thank you again for watching. Matane.